Okay, we're going to take this quite a bit to the hips today, keep in mind. So taking this toward that angle, a lot of opening through the inner thighs, definitely getting to the hamstrings quite a bit as well. Just be ready for that as we go through the different variations of the poses today. And if you don't remember 8 angle, don't sweat it. We'll go through a long demonstration once we get to that point. One demonstration before we start, however. Once we get to the main part of the flow, every sequence will bring you to the front of the mat at the very end. I'm going to cue this into crow first, and then from crow, I'm going to take this a little bit further and cue this toward flying lizard. And just keep in mind, you can always just stick with crow. You don't have to actually balance it. At least come to the setup of the pose, please. And if you're interested in flying lizard, this is basically a very uncomfortable variation of crow. But coming into this first, so you just come into crow as usual here. You're going to be in a forward fold. Take an inhale, lift halfway up, and with the exhale, set your hands down flat. Now, with your palms down, dig your fingertips into the floor. Lift your heels, bring the knees high to touch your arms, and keep your hips up as much as you can. Look forward, lean, grip the floor. And as you're gripping, maybe just stay here and lean to the edge of balancing. That's plenty. If you're going to take it all the way, keep on looking forward and try to lean so that your weight just shifts and your feet lift together. Big toes to touch, heels to your seat. Take that to where you can. And you can take it up to a higher version. You can keep it low, whatever you like, but just work that as best you can. That might be enough. Now, if you want to take this into flying lizard, it's basically crow, but with one key difference. So for that, so you're going to wrap one of your legs around one of your arms. So my left leg's going around my left arm, left foot between my hands from the front, right knee goes to my right arm from behind, just like crow. Now you got to set your palms down flat. The first thing you're going to do here is lift that front foot and squeeze that leg around your arm. Keep looking forward. Keep leaning to lift the back foot. And this is good enough right here. You're definitely going to feel this in the inner thigh of that wrapped leg. If you want to take this further, go ahead and extend that back leg all the way back. Keep your elbows pulled in and hold on to this. And then to move through the vinyasa, it's a little bit awkward. You're probably just going to have to set things down. Now, if you want to take things further, you can actually pull that back knee in, maybe unwrap that front leg and bring it into crow. And if you want to make it more dynamic, you can hop back into chaturanga from there. But just work things as best you can, see how far you want to take this today. And just keep in mind, that's the direction we're taking it toward. So to get this started, let's go ahead and take this into a cross-legged seat. And just so we're all on the same page, bring the right leg in first, the left leg in front. And if you want to take a more formal seated posture, feel free. But otherwise, just see if you can actually sit this upright. So you want to be able to tilt your pelvis forward, try to keep your spine nice and tall without a whole lot of effort. And if your knees are really high and your hips are tight, just let the knees go wide and maybe bring the feet forward a little bit. But settle into this as best you can. Keep your hands at your side just for a little bit of support. And then keep your core engaged, pulling through the belly and around the low ribs. Reach the crown of the head straight up, bring your chin in just a little bit. Relax your shoulders down. And then just close your eyes. So just give yourself a moment to settle in like this. Let your mind quiet down. And then just start to deepen your breathing here. So the inhale is pulling as much as you can. Try to fill up your lungs and hold on to all that breath at the top for just a moment. When you exhale, constrict the back of your throat. So slow your breath down on the way back out. And just work to make your exhales last at least as long as your inhales as you breathe. And just keep breathing like this to begin. And then when you're ready here, take a deep inhale. And when you exhale, just open your eyes. And then just go ahead and set your hands behind you. Lean back, reverse the cross your legs. Bring the left leg in first and the right leg in front. And again, arrange just so you can sit this upright. When you're ready from here, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, reach us up high again. Exhale, hands through center. Inhale, arms up high. Exhale through center again. Inhale, reach us up high. Now with the exhale, just lean this to the right side. Right hand down, left arm reaching right. Stretch this out long, bring your gaze up high, and just hold this for a moment here. With your next inhale, bring it back to center. Reach up through both arms. Now with the exhale, lean left. Left hand down, right arm reaching left. Gaze up high and stretch this out long as well. With your next inhale, bring it back to center, both arms high. Now with the exhale, bring the hands down through heart center. Down to the floor behind you, lean back, and then just extend your left leg straight forward. I'm going to take this into a version of Lord of the Fishes. So I want you to bring your right foot to the outside of your left thigh. Now as you set this up right here, so you can get both sit bones down to the floor, keep the right hand down behind you, inhale the left arm high. And then with the exhale, bring the left elbow past your right thigh. Let's take it back and forth. Inhale, reach that left arm up high again. Exhale, twist left elbow past the right thigh. Inhale, reach the left arm up one more time. And then with the exhale, left elbow past the right thigh, and we'll hold the twist here. So keep your spine tall, look back over the right shoulder. Use your left arm, press it to the right leg, and keep breathing. And if you want to take this a little bit further, then hold your twist, but pull that right hand close to your right hip, and then press down. Press into the right hand, press into both feet. See about lifting your seat up off the mat for a moment. And then go ahead and release this. Both hands down behind, lean back and switch this out. Right leg forward. And then cross the left foot over the right leg. So the left foot sits down outside the right thigh. And again, take a moment here to sit this up tall. When you're ready, set the left hand down behind you. Inhale your right arm up high this time. And then with the exhale, twist right elbow past your left thigh. Inhale back to center, reach the right arm high. Exhale, twist again, right elbow past your left thigh. Inhale, turn to center, right arm high. And with the exhale, one more time, come into that twist, right elbow past your left thigh. Now again, tall spine, reach the crown of the head straight up. Look back over your left shoulder. Use your right arm, press it to your left leg. Keep breathing into this here. And if you want to take it a little bit further, bring that left hand a little bit closer to the left hip. Hold the twist. Press to the left hand, press into both feet. Maybe lift your seat up off the mat for a moment. And then go ahead and release that. Bring yourself back down. Both hands down behind you. Lean back, untangle the legs. And then from here, go ahead and cross it. Well, actually, no. Just keep your feet in front of you. This is what we're going to do. Feet in front of you, about hips width distance apart. And we're going to take this right in reverse tabletop. So hands behind the shoulders, about shoulder width. Now, palms down, fingertips forward if you can. You can always point your fingers out to the sides if you need to back off your wrists. But when you're ready, press into your hands and feet. Lift your seat up off the floor. Let's take it up and down. So with the inhale, press your hips up high. Exhale, sink back down. Inhale, lift your hips up again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, press your hips high. Exhale, come down. And then inhale, lift one more time and hold here. Now, it's enough just to stay in this shape. You can have your gaze forward or look up or hang your head back, but keep your glutes squeezing and keep your hips lifting. And if you're able to take it further and keep that lift, try to focus your weight on your left hand and then get light on the right. Just try to lift to the fingertips of your right hand and lift the right palm. Now, keep that lift. Glutes are still engaged. Set the right palm flat. Maybe lift to the fingertips of your left hand. And then switch it out. Hips are still high. Bring the weight left. Lift the right palm up off the floor. Right hand flat. Shift your weight right. Lift the left palm. Glutes are still squeezing. Left palm flat. See about lifting the right palm one more time. Back to center and then over to the right. See about lifting your left palm one more time. Bring it back to center here. Squeeze your glutes. Press the hips up higher still. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, come all the way down. Now, once you're down, take a moment, shake your hands out just a little bit. And then once your hands are ready, just go ahead and bring your legs together, knees together, feet together as well. And then start to lean back. Now, you can take hold of your legs from behind the knees. We're going to bring this into boat. So you can keep your feet low and just hover above the floor. But if you can, bring the shins toward parallel. And now, if you need that grip, that's fine. Otherwise, arms at your sides. Engage your core right away. Press your low back forward. Draw the shoulders back. Keep your chest open. And just breathe here. Feel out your balance. Now we're going to go back and forth here to a little bit of movement. So from here to kneeling, we'll take this side to side. So we'll take the first round slow. So lower the right foot behind your left leg. Roll forward, right shin down, left foot down, sink down inside your left leg. Now you can always use your hands, but bring yourself all the way up to kneeling. Hips forward at the top. And then take it slow. Pull your belly in. Round your spine, bring yourself back down, and come back to boat with your legs together. Other side. Left foot behind the right leg. Now roll forward, left shin down, right foot down, sink down inside the right thigh. Go ahead, press up off the floor. Hips forward once you're all the way up. And then pull back in, round your spine, take it down light, and come back to boat. Now you got the choice. You can use your hands to press up or reach this forward and just use your core. But a little faster, right foot behind your left leg. Roll forward, lean forward, lift, hips forward at the top. Pull back in, round your spine. Control your landing, come back to boat. Left foot behind the right leg, roll forward, lean forward, lift, hips forward at the top. Pull back in, round your spine, and bring your legs back together. Right foot behind the left leg, roll forward, lean forward, lift, hips forward at the top. Pull back in, round your spine, and bring your legs together in boat. Left foot behind your right leg, roll forward, lean forward, lift, hips forward at the top. Pull back in and round, and bring your legs back together. We'll take one more round. Right foot behind your left leg, roll forward, lean forward, lift, hips forward at the top. Pull back in, round your spine, back to boat. Left foot behind your right leg, roll forward, lean forward, lift, hips forward at the top. Pull back in, round your spine, bring the legs back together, hold here. And then once you found your balance, go ahead and reach between your knees, take hold of your big toes. Draw the heels in close, bring the knees out wide. You're still in boat, you're still balancing. Press the low back forward, draw your shoulders back. And see about taking it further. Maybe lift your feet up a little bit. Maybe come to about bringing the shins to parallel with the floor. Maybe take it toward a full extension. But keep breathing, keep your gaze forward. And then tense up your thighs right around the hips there. Try to keep the legs in place, but release your grip. Take an inhale. With the exhale, cross at the ankles, roll forward, your hands come into all fours. And once you find all fours, just take a moment here, move around. Stretch your hands, stretch your fingers, let your shoulders and hips move side to side. And just feel things out. Loosen up your spine. Maybe twist, maybe shake things out a little bit, but notice where you loosen, where you tight. Now when you're ready, come back into center, into all fours. And then from all fours, we're going to take this into the wrists. So wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips to set this up. Now with your palms down, rotate your hands, fingertips out to the side. Try to point your fingers in toward your knees. Come as far as you can. And then just set your hands down flat, spread your fingers out wide. Dig the fingertips down to the floor. Press your spine up toward the ceiling and try to keep your shoulder blades spread apart here. And if this is too intense, you can always bring the hands closer to the knees, but feel the stretch, move through the wrists and into the forearms. Keep that grip, keep your fingertips pressing down. And if you want to take it further, hold on to all that, but step your right foot straight back, big toe to the floor. And then bring that big toe past the left edge of your mat. And then move diagonally here. Bring the right foot forward, up and to the right, and just touch the heel down. And then extend back and across. Right heel forward, up to the right side. Back and across again. One more time, right heel up and to the right. And then extend this back and across. And then go ahead, bring the right knee down. Take it on the other side. Step your left foot straight back, big toe to the floor. Left big toe past the right edge of the mat. Now bring it forward, up and to the left, touch your heel down. And then extend back and across. Up and to the left side again, touch your heel down. Back and across. One more time, left heel up and to the left side. One more time, back and across. And then set your left knee down. Come up onto your fingertips for a moment here. Walk your hands in a little bit closer to your knees. And then just hands about 1 or 2 hands lengths in front of the knees here. And the closer you go in, the less intense this will be. But when you're ready, backs of the hands down, palms facing up this time. Point the fingertips in toward you still. And just take a moment to set this up here. Now keep your fingers spread wide, your fingertips pressing down, and still tense up your hands like you're clawing down with the backs of your hands. Arms as straight as you can get them. Spread your shoulder blades apart and hold here. If you need to make it less intense, you can always bring the hands closer to your knees and maybe take more of your weight to your legs. Now, if this is enough, just stay here, but if you can take it further, shift your weight side to side, put the weight to your left knee. Bring the right knee as close to the right shoulder as you can get, again, go, and then set the right knee down. Left knee, bring it up toward your left shoulder, and then set it down. Bring the right knee toward the right shoulder again, and then come back down. Left knee toward your left shoulder. Come back down. One more time with the right knee toward the right shoulder. Set it back down. One more time, left knee toward the left shoulder. And set it down. And then come back up onto your fingertips down to sitting on your heels and take a moment here. Shake your hands out. Loosen up your fingers. Loosen up your wrists. And then once the hands are ready, come back into all fours. Wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips to set this up. You want to take this through the upper body and definitely warm things up into the hips a little bit here. So step your right foot forward outside your right hand. I see at the right ankle's a little bit forward to the right knee. Now, once you've got that foot forward, bend into both elbows, sink down inside the right thigh, and just start to move forward, back, side to side. You can circle around. And maybe you already feel a stretch on the right inner thigh. And then come back to center, back to all fours with both knees down. Step your left foot forward outside your left hand. And then again, bend into the elbows, sink down inside the left leg, move around, back, forward, side to side. You can circle around here. And then again, press in your hands, bring the left knee down, step the right foot forward outside the right hand again. Now as you press into the right foot, tuck the toes of your left foot, lift your left knee up off the mat. Now with that left knee lifted, just press down your palms, step the right foot straight back, come into plank for a moment, and then step the left foot forward outside your left hand. And then switch it again, left foot back into high plank. And bring the right foot forward outside the right hand. Now we're going to keep on switching side to side. You can keep walking like we just did, or you can hop. And if you're going to hop this, I want your hips to start to move straight up and down. Keep your shoulders stacked over your wrists. Now we're going to hop this on 3 as we count. And keep in mind, the higher you bring up the hips, the more time and the more space you have to move. So let's give it a try here. 1, 2, 3. Back and forth. 1, 2, 3. And again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now we'll take another round here. I want you to try to land this as lightly and as silently as you can. Keep as much weight in your hands as possible. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. And then one more for good measure here. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, and 3. And then just go ahead, bring both knees down. Come back to all fours. And just give yourself a moment here. Move around. And let your breathing slow down a little bit. Now you can just stay here and breathe or take another stretch, but whenever you're ready, tuck your toes, straighten your legs, lift your hips, and come into your downward facing dog. Now once you move into your down dog, take a look at how you set this up. Hands are about shoulder width distance apart. Press your palms down flat. You want to take some weight to the base of your thumbs, keep in mind. Sink your chest low to the floor, but still press your hips up as high as you can. And as you reach up to the hips, let the upper body lengthen out and straighten out. One line from the wrist creases through to the hips. Keep some tension in your core through the belly and around the lower ribs. And if your legs are tight at all, go ahead, bend your knees. And you can always just pedal this out, let your hips move side to side. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, just bend the knees, look forward, and step this to the front of the mat. Let's take a ragdoll fold. So feet about hips width distance apart, deep bend in your knees here. Let your belly touch your thighs. Let your head hang, let your spine round. And let everything go long and loose. Let the muscles in your neck relax. Now you can hang your hands to the floor. You can reach to opposite elbows if you like. And maybe even shake this side to side to loosen further. And then whenever you're ready, just release any grip that you have. Keep the knees bent to begin, but restack your spine. So just slowly roll this up to standing. Bring your head up last. And then just open up your palms at your sides. When you're ready with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands down to heart center. Now take a moment here to breathe, set an intention. Let your mind clear, find your focus. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your hands. Now with the next inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, slowly fold this forward. Hinge at the hips, start with a straight spine, put a little bend in your knees. Keep your core engaged, move smoothly, and then just release this at the bottom. Now with an inhale, lift up halfway, fingertips still forward to the shins, lengthen forward to the crown of your head. And then with the exhale, bring your hands to the mat and step this back to high plank. Now find your shape here, wrists under the shoulders, palms pressed down to the floor, press the floor away from you. And press your spine up toward the ceiling. Keep your spine lifted as the highest point between the shoulder blades. Use your core to hold your hips around the shoulders and heels as best you can. And then when you're ready for me, take a deep inhale. And with the exhale, slowly bring your shoulders forward as the elbows bend. Now keep your arms at your sides, body in line, and lower with control all the way down to your belly. Once you're down, flatten the feet up behind you, hands under the shoulders, elbows in at your sides. And we'll take it up and down through low cobra. So with the inhale, pull up your head, neck, and chest. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, peel this up again. Exhale, roll back down. Now inhale, peel up one more time. Stay lifted here. Now keep the lift in your upper body. Press into your feet. Take some or all the weight out of your hands. Elbows at your sides. Draw the shoulders back. Keep your gaze forward. And work to lift this a little bit up. A little bit higher still. Take an inhale. Exhale, roll back down. Now, go ahead and put your hands back underneath the shoulders, elbows into your sides. And we're going to take this to upward facing dog. So with an inhale, straighten your arms. Now pull your chest forward, let your hips hang, stay on the tops of your feet in this position. And keep your legs active, work to lift the knees up from the mat. To take it further, kick your feet down, squeeze your glutes, try to pull the hips forward to help deepen and lengthen the arc all through the front. Lift up with the arms, lift with the shoulders, make your neck long, keep your chest pulling forward. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, pull your belly and bring your hips up high, back to down dog. Paddle out here, let your hips move side to side. Now from your downward facing dog, inhale the right leg high behind you. And then open this up right away. Bend the right knee, hang the right foot left for a scorpion dog. So let your hips open up, keep the shoulders squared. On the next inhale, straighten the right leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Now inhale your right leg high. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to right elbow. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, knee to right elbow one more time. Hold here around your spine. And then step the right foot down outside the right hand. Now pressing your palms, hips straight up and down. Now you can walk it or we'll hop it on three. So from here, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, and 3. Now it's right foot forward, left foot back. Keep the right foot outside your right hand. And walk that right foot forward toward the upper right corner of the mat. We're going to take a lizard lunge variation. Now curl the toes of the right foot. Keep them curled. Roll to the outside edge and let the right knee move out to the side. Keep that right leg tense. Let your hips sink down. Pull your chest forward. Now if you need to drop the left knee and rest, that's fine. Keep it lifted if you can. Focus the weight in the left hand. Reach your right arm forward. And you're going to follow that right hand with your gaze. So with an inhale, reach your right arm back and look back. Exhale, reaches forward. Inhale the right arm back again. Exhale, reaches forward. Inhale the right arm back one more time. Hold here. Now keep the left hip pulling forward. Keep your gaze back. Take a half bind. Right arm behind your back, palm facing away. Pull the shoulder back to open your chest even more. And then go ahead, set your left knee down. Flatten the left foot behind you. Keep that left hip low and keep that right knee out to the side. Now this is good enough right here. If you can take it further without backing up your hips, maybe bend your left knee and lift the left foot. And if you get the foot close enough, you can always take hold of it with the right hand and see about pulling that heel closer to your seat, but keep the left hip low and keep it pulling forward the whole time, whatever version you're in. Now take an inhale here. And then with the exhale, just turn back to center. Both hands down, right foot between your hands. Tuck the toes of your left foot, lift your left knee, come back to low lunge. And from here, we're going to take it to warrior one. So with an inhale, drop your left heel, bring your hands to your hips, and bring your torso all the way up, right? And give yourself a moment to feel out your stance. So deep under the right knee, straight left leg. Both feet are flat, and the left foot's going to rotate to the side 45 degrees or so. Be sure the right hip pulls back, left hip pulls forward, and you can still square your hips toward the front of the mat. So shorten or widen the stance if you need to. When you bring the hips down low, just stay up tall. With an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, vertical twist, right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale back to center, arms up high. Exhale, twist again, right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale to center, reach up high. Exhale one more time, right arm back, left arm forward, hold here. Now keep your torso upright, look back toward that right hand, and keep the left hip pulling forward, keep breathing. Now from this twist, we're going to take this to exalted warrior. So with your right hand, reach to the back of the left thigh. And then reach your left arm high. Your chest will turn forward, but then bring your gaze up toward the ceiling. Now left hip still pulling forward, right hip still pulling back. Keep the bend in the right knee. And just keep your gaze high and keep the front of the left side nice and long here. Now with your next inhale, look forward. And then with the exhale, both hands to your low back. Interlace the fingers, pull the palms together, draw your shoulders back. Now keep your chest open, and we're just going to take this toward a humble fold. So take an inhale. Now with the exhale, slowly hinge from the hips, lead with your chest. Just touch your belly to the right thigh, look forward. Inhale, bring this all the way up. Exhale again, hinge from the hips, look forward, touch your belly to the right thigh. Inhale, bring this all the way up. Exhale, hinge this forward one more time, belly to your right thigh, keep looking forward, keep breathing. And press your knuckles toward the back of the mat and keep your chest open. Now this is good enough right here. Find at least a little bit of contact with that right thigh to your belly. And if you can take that further, maybe start to straighten the right leg a little bit. And if you want to go even deeper, you can lift the toes, right foot up off the floor, but keep the right hip pulling back, left hip pulling forward. Try to keep looking forward. And if you want to go deeper in the shoulders, you can even press your knuckles toward the ceiling, but just breathe with us here. Now with your next inhale, slowly bring your torso upright. Put the full bend back into that right knee. And we're going to take this up to balancing. So put the weight to the right foot, lift your left heel, and then press into the right foot and lift that left foot up off the floor. Now keep your lifted body in one long line. Crown of the head through that left big toe. Keep your hips squared. And you can always just stay close to vertical. Now if you're ready to bring it further down, you can start to hinge from that right hip, maybe bend the right knee if you need to. And maybe bring your lifted body toward parallel with the floor. Keep your gaze forward. Keep the hips level. Keep breathing. When you're ready, with an inhale, slowly bring this upright with your left knee lifted. And then once you got your balance, just pressing that right big toe, take the legs into an eagle bind. So go cross the legs, sink down, and you can always touch that left foot to the floor. Now once you've got the leg bind here, release your arms. You'll take the arm bind for eagle as well. So it's going to be left arm under, right arm over. Now cross at the elbows, palms to touch, thumbs toward your face. And if you need to, just reach across to the shoulders. Do what works. Now once you feel that, once you've got both binds, draw the shoulders back, lift the elbows as much as you can, sink into the hips. Maybe even bring your gaze up high. Keep balancing here, keep breathing. Now with your next inhale, straighten your right leg, lift your left knee. And then with the exhale, set your left foot down, bring your hands to your hips. Now put your weight to your left foot, come to standing with your right knee high this time. Dig down to that left big toe. Once you're stable with your left hand, take hold of the outside of the right knee, and with your right shoulder, just pull back. So as you pull the right shoulder back, let your chest open to the right side. This is good enough right here. Standing twist. If you want to go deeper and reach that left hand to the outside edge of the right foot, maybe extend that right leg forward, and you can always reach that right arm back if you want to take it further still, but stay upright and stay twisted at the same time. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, turn to center, right knee still lifted, hands to your hips. And then just set that right foot down. When you're ready with an inhale, reach your arms high. Exhale, fold this all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set your hands, we're going to take it to crow. So the hands are shoulder width, palms down, grip the floor with your fingers and lift your heels. Touch your knees to your arms. Belly pulled in, hips high to start, look forward and lean. And leaning's plenty, maybe just take the edge of balancing. If you're going to balance this, lean forward so your feet lift together. Big toes to touch, heels to your seat, take that to where you can. Now if you want to take this into flying lizard, set this up, wrapping the right leg around your right arm, right foot between your hands from the front, left knee goes to the left arm from behind just like crow. Now the first thing you do is you lift the right foot, squeeze the right arm with that leg, lean forward, lift your left foot, this is good enough. If you want to go further, maybe extend that left leg back, keep the elbows pulled in toward your sides, and take it to where you can. When you're ready, take it to your Vinyasa. Once you find your down dog, give yourself a moment, paddle things out. Let's take all to the other side. So with your next inhale, raise your left leg high. Left leg lifted, open your scorpion dog. Bend your left knee, hang the left foot right. Now let your hips open up, keep the shoulders square. Just feel this out for a moment. And then with your next inhale, straighten your left leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale forward, knee to left elbow. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, knee to left elbow, hold for a moment. And then set your left foot down outside your left hand. Now shoulders over wrists, press in your palms, move your hips straight up and down. And again, from here you can walk it back and forth or we'll hop it on three. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, and 3. Left foot forward, right foot back. Keep that left foot outside your left hand. And bring the ankle a little bit forward to the left knee. Now into that lizard lunge. Curl the toes, left foot, keep them curled. Roll to the outside edge so the left knee moves out to the side. And then sink your hips down low and pull them forward. Now keep your chest pulling forward. You can always set the right knee down if you need to. Keep it lifted if you can. And then from here, put the weight to the right hand. Reach your left arm forward. You're going to follow the left hand with your gaze. So with an inhale, reach your left arm back. Look back. Exhale, reaches forward. Inhale the left arm back again. Exhale, reaches forward. Inhale the left arm back one more time. Hold here, stay open to your left side. And keep the toes left foot curled. Take a half bind. Left arm behind your back, palm face me. Pull the shoulder back and keep your chest open to the side. Go ahead, set the right knee down and flatten the right foot behind you. Keep the right hip low and pulling forward. Now this is good enough. If you can go further without backing up your hips, maybe bend the right knee. And as you lift that foot, if you can reach it, you can take hold with the left hand. Maybe bring the heel in closer. But still keep that right hip low. Still keep it pulling forward. Keep breathing. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release this. Bring both hands down. Left foot between your hands. Tuck the toes. The right foot, lift your right knee back to low lunge. From here to warrior one. With an inhale, drop your right heel. Hands to your hips. Bring your torso all the way upright. And give yourself a moment to set this up. Deep bend left knee, right leg straight, both feet flat. Right foot to the side, 45 degrees or so. Right hip forward, left hip back. Get the hips low and still keep the hips squared. Now once you're ready here, with an inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, vertical twist, left arm back, right arm forward this time. Inhale, back to center, reach up high. Exhale, left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale to center, arms up high. Exhale, left arm back, right arm forward, hold here. Now keep your torso upright, keep the arms wide, look back towards your left hand, keep the right hip pulling forward and keep breathing. And then to take it further with your left hand, reach for the back of the right thigh. Reach the right arm straight up, let your chest square forward, but bring your gaze toward the ceiling. Now the hips are still square. Right hip forward, left hip back. Keep breathing, keep the front of the right side nice and long. With your next inhale, just look forward. And with the exhale, both hands to your low back. Find the grip that feels strange this time. Interlace the fingers. Pull the palms together. Bring your shoulders back, open up your chest. And again, we'll take this toward that humble fold. So take an inhale. With the exhale, look forward, lead with your chest, bring this down, belly touches your left thigh. Inhale, come up all the way. Exhale, hinge forward, shoulders back, belly to your thigh. Inhale, bring this up one more time. Exhale, hinge forward, belly to the left thigh, shoulders pulled back, keep looking forward. Now, if you want to take it further, maybe straighten that left leg a little bit. Right hip still pulls forward. And if you want to take it deeper, maybe lift the toes of the left foot up off the floor and feel the stretch on the back of the right leg. Take it to where you can. You can always practice your knuckles toward the ceiling if you want to take it deeper still. Now with your next inhale, slowly bring your torso all the way upright. And then we'll take this into balancing. Put the weight to left foot, lift your right heel. Press into left foot and lift that right foot up off the floor. Now keep your shoulders pulled back, keep your gaze forward, lift the body, stays in line, maybe close to vertical. Or maybe start to hinge down. So you'll hinge from the left hip, keep everything in line, and try to keep your hips level, keep your shoulders pulled back, keep breathing. You can always bend into that left knee, keep in mind. Now with your next inhale, slowly bring this upright with the right knee lifted. Dig into that left big toe. Once you're balanced, take your legs to an eagle bind. Cross the right leg over the left. Now as the legs squeeze together, you can touch the right foot down if you need to. Hips stay low. Release your arms, and you'll take the arm bind as well. So it's going to be right arm under, left arm over. Cross the elbows, palms to touch thumbs toward your face, or reach for the shoulders. Do what works. Now draw the shoulders back. Lift your elbows. Keep sinking to the hips. Maybe even bring your gaze up high, but just breathe here. With your next inhale, straighten the left leg, lift the right knee. And then with the exhale, set the right foot down, hands to your hips. Now put the weight to your right foot. Come to standing with your left knee high. Find your balance here. And when you're stable, right hand to the outside of the left knee. Pull your left shoulder back, open your chest up to the side. Now this is good enough here. You're going to take it further. You can reach with the right hand, take hold of the outside edge of your left foot. Maybe extend that leg. Maybe reach your left arm out wide. Take this to where you can. Still balancing, take an inhale. With exhale, turn back to center. Hands to your hips, left knee still lifted. And then set the left foot down. When you're ready with an inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, fold this all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set the hands. Take this into crow again. So palms down, dig your fingertips into the floor, lift your heels. Touch the knees to your arms. Look forward, lean forward, take it slow. And then maybe, go ahead, lift your feet. Big toes to touch, heels to your seat. Try to lift the feet together. If you want to take flying lizard, go ahead, wrap the left leg around your left arm, left foot between your hands from the front. Right knee touches the right arm from behind, just like crow. Lift your left foot first, squeeze the left arm, lean forward to lift the right foot. This is good enough right here. And if you want to take that further, you can extend that right leg straight back. Try to keep your elbows pulled in. And then again, take it as far as you like. Work the Vinyasa, and we'll meet in down dog again. And once you find your down dog, give yourself a moment here and breathe. And then take a deep inhale. With the exhale, bend the knees, bring them down to the floor. And this is where we're going to move into 8 angles. Come down to a seat. So a little bit more hamstring stretching and hip opening here. Just work this as far as you can take it. So to start, just start seated with your left leg forward, right knee bent. Take hold of your right leg and pull that thigh into the side of your rib cage. Just squeeze everything in, move side to side for a moment. And then we'll cradle the right leg. So with your left hand, take hold of the outside edge of the right foot. Right arm around the right knee. Now bring that right shin up toward parallel with the floor. Curl the toes, keep the toes curled, keep the foot tense. Sit this up tall as much as you can. And just move side to side. Now as you're doing this, try to draw that right shin in close and sit this up tall at the same time. It's an upright seated pigeon basically. If you're able to take it deeper, you can wrap that left arm fully around the right foot. Just take it to where you can here. And if this is enough for you, you can just stay with this. Now, if you're ready to take this further, we'll move in toward compass in stages for that. Left hand comes to the outside edge of the right foot, right arm inside the right leg. Now, use both hands, work that leg up your arm and work to get the right knee behind the right shoulder. Now, right arm presses into the right leg. And then set the right hand down at your side. Lean into this just to brace the stretch. And this can be plenty by itself. Now, if you can take it further, take it slow. Maybe extend the right leg. And the more you extend, the more you bring your gaze to the left side. Just take this to where you can right now. Don't force it. And then if you extended that leg at all, put the bend back to the knee. Try to keep the leg hooked high on the right arm. If it slid down, use your hands to work that leg back up. Now, keep the leg over your right arm. Right arm presses into the right leg. Fold this forward to brace the stretch. And this is where we take it into the arm balance. So keep that right leg hooked. Bring your left hand down outside your left thigh. Now keep leaning forward, look forward, pressing your hands to lift your seat up off the mat. And then hook your right foot under your left leg. And this puts you in elephant trunk. Now this can be plenty right here, and this is good enough. If you want to take it to 8 angles, a few more steps. For that, keep the right leg hooked, bring the ankles together, squeeze your inner thighs around the right upper arm, shoulders go forward, your elbows bend back, your legs go to the right side, and all of that without just dropping everything to the floor. Work it as best you can. And then bring yourself down when you're ready. Let's take the other side. Extend your right leg forward. Bend your left knee. Take hold of your left leg and squeeze it into the side of your ribs. And then we'll cradle this leg. So wrap your left arm around your left knee. Right hand comes to the outside edge of the left foot. Keep the toes curled. Bring that shin toward parallel with the floor. And again, sit this up tall and just move side to side. And keep in mind, you're trying to bring that stretch into the outer hip and avoid any twinge in the knee. Now, if you're able to take it further, you can wrap the right arm fully around your left foot. And again, sit this up tall. Try to keep the shin in close and just keep moving. If you want to stay with this, this is good enough. If you're going to go further, right hand to the outside edge of your left foot, left arm inside the left leg. Work that leg up your arm and see about bringing the knee behind the shoulder. Now, once you're ready, once that leg's not going any higher, press the left arm into the left leg, left hand at your side to brace this. And then if you're going to go further, slowly extend your leg. And as you extend, just bring your gaze over to the right. And don't worry about getting a straight leg here. This pose definitely doesn't happen overnight. Work this as best you can. When you're ready, take an inhale. And with the exhale, slowly bend to that left knee. Try to keep the leg high on your arm. If it slid down at all, go ahead and work it back up toward the shoulder. Now keep that left leg hooked, but lean forward onto your left hand to brace this. And then put the right hand down outside the right thigh. Now stay folded forward a little bit. Press into the floor, lift your seat up off the mat. To go further, left foot under your right leg. This puts you into elephant trunk. And if you want 8 angle here, ankles together, inner thighs around the left upper arm. Shoulders forward as the elbows bend. And again, you're just coming out to the side with the legs and not quite dropping everything down. When you're ready, go ahead, release that. Come all the way to a seat. And once your feet are down, go ahead and bring yourself all the way down onto your back. And pull your knees in close. Let's squeeze everything in for just a moment. When you're ready, go ahead and release your grip and set your feet down. And let's take this into one long round of back bending here. So I'm going to start this out as bridge and lead into wheel. You can do wheel from the beginning, and you can always stay in bridge, keep in mind. But to start out, feet and knees about hips width distance apart. Heels close to your seat so your low back's flat on the floor, as close as you can get. Arms down at your sides, palms down, and keep your gaze up high. When you're ready, with an inhale, press in your feet, lift your hips, and stay lifted. Now, as you hold on to this lift, keep your glutes squeezing, hold the tension of the lift, and that's good enough. You can stay right here. If you want to deepen your bridge, you can bring your hands under your hips. Maybe interlace your fingers, maybe pull your palms together. Maybe work your shoulders further behind your back to open your chest up even more. But still, squeeze your glutes, press your hips up high. If you want to take it deeper, if you got the reach, you can hold your ankles. And use that grip to lift the hips even higher and open your chest even further. Now, if you want to go from bridge to wheel, go ahead and release your hands, but keep your hips lifted. And then your hands come around your head. Palms to the floor, fingertips toward your shoulders, elbows high. When you're ready, press in your palms, you can lift to the top of your head first. And then whenever you're ready, straighten your arms. So it's hips toward the ceiling, chest toward the back wall. Keep your glutes squeezing, keep your hips lifting. You can always pull your heels up off the floor if you need more space for your low back in either pose. But again, keep that tension. Draw the shoulder blades toward each other. Keep the front of the body long. And work to keep your breathing long and smooth. When you're ready, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, slowly bring everything back down to the mat. Now, once you're down, draw your knees in close to your chest, squeeze it all in. And let's take a supine twist. Release your left leg extended out fully. And then it's left hand to the right knee, right arm out to your side. Now pull the right knee across your body, tuck your left hip underneath. Keep your shoulders down. And look over to the left. Now find that stretch in the outer right hip toward your low back. If you need more, you can press down with your left hand. And if you want to take it further, you can always extend that right leg out to the side. Take an inhale here. And then with the exhale, just bring this back into center. Draw both knees in. Squeeze down. And switch it out when you're ready. Go ahead, extend the right leg. Right hand to your left knee, left arm to the side. Now go ahead, draw the left knee across your body. Keep both shoulders down and bring your gaze left. Tuck the right hip underneath. Now feel the stretch in the outer left hip toward your low back. You can press with the right hand if you need to. If you want to go further, you can always extend that left leg. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, bring this back into center. Draw the left knee in. Pull the right knee in as well. Squeeze down. And let's take this to happy baby. Reach between the knees. Take hold of the outside edges of your feet. Stack your ankles above your knees and pull down on both sides. Now as you draw down, try to flatten your spine. Press your knees toward the floor outside your ribs. Sink your tailbone down. And if you can take it further, you can rock this out a little bit side to side. Further still, you can extend your legs out against your grip. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just slowly release your grip here. Extend your legs out fully. Lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms toward the ceiling. And just let your eyes close here and let your body settle down into the mat for a moment. And then when you're ready, let yourself move again here, bit by bit, fingers and toes, arms and legs. And stretch this out. Take an inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. And then go ahead, pull things back in. Bring your elbows toward your chest. Pull your knees up as well. And just take your time. Find your way up to a comfortable seat. Just ground yourself into the mat, stack your spine. Bring your hands up to heart center. And then take a deep inhale here, hold on to it at the top. And then just let it all go. And thank you for joining class. Namaste.